Hi, I'm Ree from mummyoffour.com. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a top-down speed clean. I've got a couple of hours. I'm literally going to start at the top of my house, work my way down and do as much as I can fit in. If you're new here, welcome. Please subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell to be notified when I post new videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday at 7 p.m. Now let's get on with the cleaning. Like I said, I'm starting at the top of the house today, which is my son's bedroom and my office. I'm starting by opening the windows for a bit of airflow and ventilation and then stripping his bed. I feel like the top of the house often gets neglected, so that's why I'm starting here today. Before I put clean sheets on his bed, I'm reaching for my cleaning supplies. I've got cleaning cloths, these reusable duster head things that I bought from B&M, which I'm going to use to dust all the kind of surfaces around his bed before we put the clean sheets on and flip dust all over them basically. So that's all having a little wipe over. This really hasn't been done in ages. It was in desperate need of doing. I'm getting William to help me strip the bed. I am a big fan of getting children to help out with chores around the house so they realise there's no fairies that do it, it needs doing. And the younger you get them helping, the less resistance you're going to face. So I gave Will the job of pulling the duvet out and repoppering the duvet cover. I always make sure that duvet covers go into the wash with the poppers done back up. You're just far less likely to lose, you know, socks and pants and other bits and pieces inside the duvet cover in the washing machine if you do it that way. So I am popping this clean duvet cover onto his duvet and making the bed. Then he's got the job of kind of, once the bed is made, putting all the toys away while I start some sort of cleaning. So I'm giving his iPad a bit of wipe first because the screen was absolutely stinking, covered in fingerprints and smudges, and then dusting all around this. Like I said, this room, it does get neglected a bit, being out of the way. He keeps it reasonably tidy, but it just really needed a really good dust. This is Zoflora in a spray bottle diluted with water. I'm just giving some of the surfaces a little wipe over with that just to kind of disinfect them. This fluffy duster, like I said, I used to use the throwaway head, the disposable head dusters. Mrs. Hinch calls them Daves, doesn't she? But I bought this as a kind of alternative to those. When I can, I do prefer to use reusable cleaning products, better for the environment, and I don't like running out of them. This is the Star Drops White Vinegar Spray, also recommended by Mrs. Hinch. Managed to pick some of that in my B&M haul. Now, it's really good, but it doesn't smell great because it smells like vinegar. I don't know why I didn't think that before I started using it. It does actually just smell like vinegar, but it does the trick on glass and stuff. So I'm just giving the other surfaces a spray, and then I'm marrying up the cloths to put back in my little caddy thing to take from room to room. I'm putting them over the bottle that I used them for, so I know which cloth to use in the next room because it's already kind of contaminated with that chemical. So now I am vacuuming all around Will's room. I have got a handheld cordless Dyson, but I tend to use this sort of heavy duty one that plugs in if I'm doing large areas to avoid having to run out the battery. And so just if I'm doing large amounts of cleaning around the house, I kind of still reach for this sometimes because it doesn't run out basically. And that's Will's room pretty much done. It's looking a lot cleaner. It wasn't that untidy to start with, but at least it's not super dusty now, which is a huge improvement. Moving on to our attic landing area, once again opening the window for ventilation and then giving a little spray over this unit. This is kind of an IKEA set of calyx that we made into like a seat, and all of the tops of them just really need dusting. This hadn't been done in such a long time. Honestly, I'm quite embarrassed by that, how bad the dust was up here. So I'm just giving it a little wipe over because it was so very needed, and also whipping out my fluffy duster head thingy again. Don't know the name of it. If you know the name of it, please pop it in the comments because I'd love to know. Then I just gave a little hoover over the carpet area. Again, it wasn't an especially messy area, it just had been neglected when it came to cleaning. So really needed this, really needed this clean. So then I emptied all the rubbish from the two rooms and took it downstairs. Now moving on to my office, which again wasn't like really untidy, but hadn't been actually kind of dusted and cleaned in far too long. So I started by opening the window again. I always like to do that when we're cleaning, using any products, and just also you get a bit hot and bothered. So I moved the tent out. The girls have a tent to play with while I'm working in the office, and then started cleaning the surfaces. Whipped out the vinegar spray for the mirrored surfaces, and then used a combination of Pledge and Zoflora spray depending on the surface, just wiping those over with my fluffy duster, things like the keypad, which is good for getting all the little crevices, and then my microfiber cloths, which I have loads and loads of, because if you clean with them for a bit, they get a bit kind of full of product. And I like to pop one in the wash, and just so I go through quite a few when I do a big clean like this. I bought them in a big pack from Amazon, which I shall link below. So then just cleaning this other Calyx surface. Yes, I got a lot of Calyx, not just in my office, not just upstairs, but all over the house. You can see that if you look at my house tour, which I shall pop in the cards now. I am vacuuming all around my office space. So we're nearly done with this room. This is not just a top-down clean because we're starting at the top of the house, but it's always beneficial to start at the higher surfaces and work down to the floor, so you knock any dust and whatever down and then clean it. Ignore that little corner that I'm fussing with now. That's kind of where I get Bran send me things and whatever, and I just end up in my little junk corner of my office. So that's my office, not looking terribly different, but it's cleaner. It was not clean before. You could not see the dirt, but trust me, it was there. I then had finished the top floor, so took all the vacuum cleaner and the cleaning products and stuff downstairs, and that's Will's room done. That is the attic landing done, and my office done. So time to then move downstairs. I was running out of time, so the stairs were the next priority. Can you see all the dust being fluffed off there? Quite disgusting. So I used my sort of fluffy duster thing on the stairs, and then I sprayed and wiped them all. And that had not been done such a long time. Now I knew I wasn't going to have time to do like the whole rest of the house, so the priorities were my bathroom. I started by putting a big dollop of a few capfuls of Zoflora down the toilet and the toilet brush in the toilet to disinfect it while I was emptying out the bathroom, ready to clean it. I like to empty everything out, strip all the towels out, all the mats and things away to really clean the bathroom. I've got a bit of Zoflora to wipe the radiator over and the windowsill. I sprayed it onto the cloth for the radiator because I don't want to get all of the paperwork and then directly onto the windowsill. Then time to do the sink, and then I have got rubber gloves on for the bathroom. I don't tend to use rubber gloves for anywhere else, but things like Flash and stuff I don't really like on my hands. I do like this Flash bathroom. I like the way it smells. And I'm using a Scrub Daddy, which is a bit like a minky alternative. I quite like this. I love the colour, obviously. You know I love pink. It's very similar to the minkies, but not more readily available. So I'm just using that to clean all over the sink. I think these are really great for cleaning, you know, sinks and kitchens and things. But I do like to go back over once I've finished and kind of dry them with a clean, dry microfiber cloth, because otherwise, I don't know, it doesn't look finished to me until it's kind of been dried with one of those cloths. Then it's time to do my shower. So first I sprayed all over with Flash and gave it a good old wipe over with my Scrub Daddy minky alternative type pad cloth thing. Again, not really sure what they're called. Let me know in the comments. Let me know, people. And then showered that down. So I kind of scrubbed it over first, then showered the worst of it off. Then back to my Star Drops white vinegar. Again, not loving the smell on this, but it does the job. So I took the Star Drops and another clean microfiber cloth to wipe it in, then another drier one to kind of buff it. There's a large expanse on this shower screen, so this took me a bit of time to do, but again, it really needed doing. I hadn't done this in an embarrassingly long amount of time. So yeah, it was looking neglected. I think this is the thing about kind of like power hour cleaning. You need to do what needs doing. Oh,
this is the bit where my new toilet brush from B&M disintegrated in my hands. I wasn't very impressed, it just literally fell to bits. And then when I just couldn't fix it, I had to bin it and go and fetch the toilet brush from the other room. So I fetched the one from the other room, put it back in the toilet with Zoflora while I cleaned the rest of the toilet with the Flash and the microfiber cloths. Once I'd finished the toilet, I reached for my Vi-Leader 1-2 spray, which has got Zoflora diluted in it, to clean the floor, and then I could put everything back in. I gave things like the bathroom scales a little wipe over with more Zoflora so that they were clean because they were a bit dusty and yucky, and then that was that bathroom pretty much done. I then knew I was running out of time massively before I had to do other things for the children, so I started on this bathroom. I knew I had to do the sink and the bath, so I started on the bath because it was the most gross part of bathroom. The children, I don't know what they'd been doing in it, but it was icky. So I gave that a good old scrub with Flash and the Scrub Daddy pad, and then moved on to the sink, which was also quite gross. I knew this was probably going to be the last thing I was going to fit in doing, so I gave it a quick scrub over, and it's always best, you've just got to think of what you have managed to achieve in your power hours and your speed cleans rather than what you've got left to do. And if you've gone full force and managed as much as you can, then you've done well, and it's better to do something than nothing.
Thank you so much for watching. If you have liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell to be notified when I post new videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday at 7 p.m, and I shall see you very, very soon in the next video.